I've had a new purchase. I went to one of the local towns. This was on Marketplace and it was going for £5. The guy did a house clearance. He had a lot of tools actually. It works fine, very smooth. £5. I'm just gonna hoover it, wipe it up. I would put it in the citric acid, but you know, bought a couple of files because I'm going to be doing the inside of the exhaust pipe. If I can find some rock wool, I'll probably have to go up in the loft and steal some. That's to put the baffle in. A couple of keys and a drill bit, which are randomly in the box, as well as this. Look at this little vernier. This was rusted up and in the bottom of the box. He probably didn't see it, didn't care. And guess what? I've got it now. I had to release it. Not sponsored. When I started the bike, I had a little of a problem with the electrics. I just couldn't do it. I had a rookie mistake. I forgot to pull the clutch in. And I had the side stand down. Anyway, I kicked it over, got it going as you knew. And it was bloody loud. When I eventually turned it off and a couple of hours later went back to have a look at night, I found there was an oil leak. So, after inspection, underneath, I took the gasket off. I took the nut off, found there was no gasket, so I drained the oil. Now, I knew that there was no gasket, but just went along with it anyway. I took the oil out, and looking at it now, it's brand new oil, and it was only used for that one 15-minute startup, 15-20 minute startup that I had a few days ago. And looking at it from up here now, that brand new Castrol oil is jet black. Now bearing in mind, I drained the first lot out, and this, it looks really black. It's 1 litre exactly. So I went onto eBay and I bought a box of these gaskets that were advertised as exhaust gaskets, and I've used this one, 12 by 18, 1.5, £6. I've got one ready. So I want to have a look at this. I want to see what it's like. Everything should have settled at the bottom by now. Please don't spill. Well, it looks clean. There's nothing floating. Sorry, floating. There's nothing sunk to the bottom. Oh, yeah, what's that? Could be something that's just flown in from being under the bike for a day and a half. It must have just been dirty inside. There is nothing in there. There's no grains. So here goes nothing. Maybe it's going to be good footage. Pop it back in. And as the boys say, tighten it up, don't over tighten it, give it a good strong turn and pinch it. Try and not scratch your exhaust pipe while you're at it. The weather looks really shitty today. It looks like it's going to rain. It's very grey, considering the weather we have had recently. Right, I'm at the tightness now. And nip it. Maybe a bit more. That'll do. That's what I'm going with. Hopefully. A gasket. Copper gasket. It'll work fine. Let me get my fat ass off the floor. I bought this amazing funnel from Amazon. Now, it really is good. Has a beautiful little filter on the inside to catch any crap. However, although it's advertised for motorbikes, that is bloody massive. It doesn't go in the hole. So I have to just pop it on. And I don't really want to adjust it because, well, I could possibly cause a leak. Anyway, I did see them in the pound shop. From what I paid for this, I should have gone to the pound shop. So it's baffle time. It's only a small baffle. It's 2.5. No, it's 45 centimeters. Start again. 45 millimeters gear by 140. It's going to go in there, and as you can see, maybe there are some defects. Oh, here we go. There are some defects on the inside, and I don't want it to be ripping the rock wool. So I bought some files, and the plan is to file it on the inside, but instead of using the file, pushing in and out and doing some damage to my shoulder or anywhere, the plan is to use the circular file. But I'm going to cut the handle off, because where the handle joins the file, there should be, or even just here, put it in the drill and go forwards and backwards with the drill. That's the plan. So let's chop it off. not a lot of material came off, but a big splinter did. So I've just hoovered it out. That's great. I might. No, I was gonna barbecue sauce it. Oh, do you know what? Bugger it. I've got it here. I believe I have everything that I need. Got some twist wire, pair of pliers to chop it, the baffle, and plenty of rock wool from the loft. Might even do a little experiment. Basically should not burn. No, no burning, no melting. Yeah, that's going to worth a treat. The baffle has now been packed. Let's test it. Ooh, do you know what? That went in too easy. I might give it another layer. Yeah. So I've put a little bit more packing. I've not tested it yet. I will do, but even if it's too big, I'll just force that in. I've left a little bit extra on the edges here. So if I push it in a couple of mil too much, when I pull back, this I'm hoping will sit against the inside of the exhaust pipe where this joins. The vernier, it's come out quite nice. It's not perfect, I don't think. Maybe just needs a polish or something. It is in inches. I thought these might have been millimeters, but they're not. It's daughters. So I can always do a conversion whenever necessary. But I do intend to use this to mark the hole to drill on the outside of the exhaust pipe. For this, I can just score it slightly. Anyway, let's go and have a look. Oh, that fits. That definitely fits. Right, don't force it anymore until I'm ready for it. So I'll do a bit of marking with the old vernier. I intend to do it here, only simply for easy access. So it's fitted. It actually went quite smoothly, to be honest, besides having to step up in drill bit. The whole process went quite smoothly. It went in easy. Only the fact that I had to step up the drills to up to a 6mm or 6M. Yeah, it went in quite good. There was no hassle to line up the hole. Maybe I should start it later. Yep, sounds lovely. It sounds like it should. The engine is so quiet. You can just hear the workings slightly ticking over inside. The exhaust pipe is sweet, both of them. And I can feel it coming out. Maybe not as much as the bottom one. Maybe the bottom one really is pumping. That one is pumping, but not hugely. Let's just try the key. Are you ready? You ready? Now what is causing that little problem?